Today we're going to talk about word choice, and we're going to look at this informational piece about J.K. Rowling. Then we're going to take a look at the word choice that the author chose to use. Today we're going to talk about word choice and informational writing, and we're going to look at this piece about J.K. Rowling, and then we're going to take a look at the words that the author chose to use and see which vocabulary words they chose for this type of piece. As soon as I knew what writers were, I wanted to be one. I've got the perfect temperament for a writer, perfectly happy alone in a room, making things up. These are the words of J.K. Rowling, the author of the well-known Harry Potter series. However, before June 26, 1997, many people had never heard her name. Joanne Rowling's story began in Gloucestershire, England. From a very young age, she was interested in becoming a writer. She grew up surrounded by books and even described herself as a bookworm. Her first story, Rabbit, was written when she was just 6 years old. She went on to write a novel when she was 11 years old. This novel was about the owners of 7 cursed diamonds. She went to college in the United Kingdom, and her passion for reading became stronger. It was in 1990, while she sat at a delayed train, that she dreamed up the plot of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It took Rowling 5 years of jotting ideas down for her to map out all 7 books in her series. With her ideas all planned out for the Harry Potter series, Joanne was ready to take her notes to the next level. In 1993, she had a daughter, Jessica, and wrote the first 3 chapters of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. When she finished the manuscript, she sent the first few chapters to several literary agents. In Edinburgh, Scotland, she trained to be a teacher and began teaching while writing the other books in the series. Finally, Bloomsbury Publishing Company agreed to publish her first book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. By 1997, the book became a bestseller. The next 6 books in the series all had record-breaking success. J.K. Rowling's dream of becoming a writer came true. Rowling's success didn't stop with her book series. In 2001, the pages of her books came to life with Warner Brothers' release of the Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone movie. The movie was later followed by 6 more movies, making a total of more than $2 billion in the box office. She continues to write books connected to the Harry Potter series, like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which was released as a movie in 2016, and Quidditch Through the Ages. Her success in writing is still continuing with other novels, a television series, and even a prequel to Harry Potter that she began working on in 2016. Rowling once said, "We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already." There is a lesson to be learned from her life story. If you believe it, you can achieve it. So in this piece, the author used a few different vocabulary words because they were specifically talking about an author and the life of an author and the different pieces that went with that. And these words are in bold. So I'm going to highlight them as we kind of talk through them. So one of them was a novel. Instead of just saying a book, they were very specific about what type of book. She wrote a novel. Then it went on to talk about plot. We talk about plot a lot during reading, and that's kind of the basis of the story. And so they made sure to include that word in this informational piece. They used the word series because that talks about a number of books connected together. They talked about manuscript, which is like the first few chapters typed up for somebody to preview. They talked about literary agents. That's specific vocabulary that relates to writing and authors. They use the word publish. That also has to do with authors. Then we also have the word prequel. When we're talking about series, that's a book that comes before the main series. So the author of this informational piece about J.K. Rowling used specific vocabulary that relates to the topic of writing and being an author. In your writing, we want you to think about What types of vocabulary words can you include that would give the reader a sense that you are an expert on your topic? So take some time, think about what elements can you change to use very specific vocabulary that relates to your topic. Try and come up with at least 3 vocabulary words that you can include in your writing that shows off that you are the expert of that topic. And we would like you to highlight them so that we can see what words you have decided to use.